If you're using ChatGPT or any other AI model to write content for you, and you're doing it the hard way, and I mean by that one prompt at a time, today I'm going to show you a workflow that does the whole thing automatically. It starts with the research and then writes a high quality long form post, and then it generates the visuals to match. And that will be ready for you to check and post. For automation builders, this is something that you could package and sell as content creation. And for estate agents, if you want consistent content without paying writers or spending your time creating the content, you're going to love this. I'll build it step by step. We're going to go through each of the nodes, and there'll be a template that you can download that I will link in the description, so you don't have to build the whole thing from scratch. You'll be able to essentially copy and paste. You just download the template, head over to the three dots here, click import from file, and then this template will appear. I'm carrying on with the estate agent theme. If you haven't seen already, I've created a few other videos where I've got these automation workflows that I think will be good for estate agents. I've got a few more ideas, and then we'll be moving on to a different niche. If you've got an idea of different niches or different automations that you'd like to see, then please leave that in the comments below. If you're an estate agent, you'd like these systems built for you, please feel free to reach out. I will link that in the description. This is going to be easy to follow along step by step if you've got the time. You'll notice a few things here. I've got these nodes here that have been deactivated. That can give you the options then. This will create either editorial images or infographics. We'll run the workflows and we'll take a look and see some examples as we go through this. So if you're not familiar, this platform that I'm using here is NAN. It's an automation tool, a little bit like Zapier or Make. It's grown in popularity a lot recently. This allows us to automate tasks. All of these different nodes that we see on screen here, if you want to build along, we can find those by clicking on the plus icon, and then you can search in here. So these ones are Google Gemini message model, Google Gemini create an image, and then Gmail send a message. So what will happen here, it will research, write the post, write a prompt to create the image, generate the image, and then it will email it over to us. So it's sat there on our phones, ready to post across our social media. Of course, you can extend this. You could add, instead of the Gmail, you could put perhaps like a human in the loop kind of thing, where you can proofread what it's put, and then click go ahead and post, and then we can add in posting to social media and across all of the different platforms with a great tool called Potato. I can go over that another time. So you're going to need a couple of different things to get this up and running. Of course, you're going to need NAN, and we're also going to need access to Google Gemini and Perplexity. So this is calling on these external tools. What I'll do, I'll link in the description videos that show how to set up those credentials, and then when you're doing it, go in here, for example, first time you set it up, you just click create new credential, and you're going to put your API key in there. And then the same with the Perplexity tool, you just go in here, click create new credential. It's going to want your API key. And if you've not used APIs before, if you're new to this, then I'll link those videos in the description. That'll help you get started with that. When you download from the template, you've got the system prompts that I've put down here. All of the system prompts are already preloaded into the node, so grabbing that template will save you plenty of time. We've got here to start on here we've got the schedule trigger, and then we can customize this. This will run every day at midnight, and you can change that to the frequency that you'd prefer. And what will happen, first thing is we're going to do some research. Now, the great thing about using these AI agents like this is instead of using chat when you're talking to it, creating to go in one prompt at a time, we can put system messages in here. So this user message is a bit like what you're putting into ChatGPT, for example. So research the most relevant local property related news for estate agents in the following area. Just customize this to your own area, and then what it is that you're looking for, the type of news, and you could rejig this and change it for different businesses, no problem. I won't read through all that now. Feel free, if you want to use any of this, screenshot it. And then the system message, which gives its agent its sort of role in life, its purpose. Again, please feel free, screenshot it. You can take this. You're a UK local property news research agent running on Google, and then we've got what we want it to do. And this is where we can really get the consistency from, is when we've got these system prompts. You can dial it into your voice, your brand, exactly what it is that you're looking for. Now it's done the research, and we don't want the raw research posted. So the next Gemini node that we've got here, the user message in here is using the local area research below. Write a medium length authoritative social media post for a UK estate agent operating in the same area. These green values that we get here, that is information that's being passed on. They're dynamic values. So now we can see that the research that is done, the research that's happened in the previous node, now appears here. And the system message in this one, you're an expert, UK estate agency, content writer, and housing market analyst. And then we've got some rules in here. This is what I found work well for me. By all means, you can play around and dial this in for what you're looking for. And now we've got the output here. This Gemini AI agent is creating a prompt that is going to be sent to the image generation. So if we look what happens here, again we're using the same Gemini credential, messaging a model. We've selected Gemini 2.5 Flash. And the prompt this time is going to be using the research data unified post below, produce the final infographic prompt in the exact block format defined in the system prompt. And we'll take a look at that in just a sec. And then we've got the research and the unified post. This is that text. We've got that just dragged across. These are those dynamic values. You can copy those. We can see we've got the research here, and then this will be the post that's emailed over to you. In the system prompt, this is calling on Gemini's 2.0 Flash image model, or its nickname's Nano Banana. You've probably heard that name thrown around. One thing that Google's Nano Banana is very good at is extracting data and then using that data to create images and charts, and so it does a very good job of that, much better than other models that I've used. And again, feel free, you can copy this system prompt. I won't read through all of it now. So that creates an image prompt, and on here we can send that image prompt using the same Google Gemini API details. This time the resource will be image, create an image, and then we've got 2.5 Flash. You can see Nano Bananas selected there, and the prompt is simply this value here. You just drag and drop those across, and then we can view that here. And I think that works great then, that you've got an image that goes along with the text, but that just ties everything really nicely for social media. And then in this case we've got a Gmail node, and what you notice is this is called data. So we've got attachment field, so we will need to put in an attachment and call it data. Gmail account, if you haven't set up before, you just need to set up your Gmail credential, and we can do that in here. Click create new credential. The resource will be message, operation send, the email address you want to send it to, and then today's social media post is the subject line. I've put now, just so we know when it's been created, if we put this curly brackets with $now inside, it will give us the time and date. And then we've got the social media post. If we have a look back on the left hand side here, we've got this drop down. That text is this dynamic value that's been dragged and dropped across there. That way we've got the post to be sent, and then the attachment that we're sending, we just open this up, go to attachments, and then we call this the same name as we've got here. In this instance it'll always come through as data, and that sends it across to the email. Now if you're going to want to use it, if you didn't want infographic style images, if we highlight these and push D, and then we'll just reroute it, we'll clear that execution, and then we'll see what it comes up with this time. Okay, we've had a full run on that one, and if we take a look at the image that's created on this one, we see this. If we have a look back at the system prompt, we see there's rules like don't include any text or numbers. So we're going to have some more simple. There's some strict rules on there just to make sure that it was suitable for agents. And the best thing to do is just have a play around with that. You can get creative with the system prompts, and it will generate images that suit your brand and the kind of thing that you're looking for. Okay, there we have it. So if you haven't already, then check out these videos. There's some more automation systems that you can either create for estate agents, or if you're an estate agent looking into learning how to automate things, then take a look at those videos. If you're looking to have these kind of systems built for you, then I'll leave a link for you to be able to get in touch. I hope you have a great rest of your day.